Hello, and welcome back to my closet, where photography has a different meaning. Today we will be talking about my first girlfriend, my first love. She was so simple. I mean, there was really an elegance in her simpleness. She taught me so many things. Like formats. Composition. She's really there when I needed her the most. We both knew. Couldn't last. I mean, I knew it couldn't last. But just like my first girlfriend, this Holga 120 CFN was also very reliable, very simple, elegant. So, today, let's talk about this thing. So this Holga was the thing that got me started. I read an article about photography, film photography, and it just sparked my interest. And I was like, what's the cheapest medium format camera I could get? You know, it's a 120, shoots 6x6 or 645, which is great. I mean, you have two different formats. It's fantastic. So let's take a look there, all right? So we got a lens, we got a plastic lens, an f8, and it's basically a 60 millimeter lens, right? Instead of having like a focal length or anything like that useful, it has pictures. Unlike trees, as we have found out in multiple other cameras, one tree, multiple trees, this has a picture of a person. And then it has a family, and then it has a bigger family, and then it has a mountain. So that is how you focus this lens. The person is about 3 feet away. So when I use this, I would basically compose, put it up to my eye here, and then I would hold my hand out. It's roughly 3 feet, right? A little bit more than, yeah, it's not 3 feet, but like, you know, hold your hand out, and then, you know, just have them behind that a little bit. I mean, it's f8, so the depth of field isn't insane. So yeah, that's a good measurement, is just hold your hand out like that, and then just be like, yeah, you're about 3 feet. And then anything from there, it's just a guess. On the bottom here, you have a tripod mount, you have a bulb mode, or you have like this N, which is like a standard shutter. You have up top here, you also can say if it's a cloudy day or a sunny day, and that helps kind of judge the exposure inside the camera. And then you got this little button right here, which does the exposing. You have this twist here to advance the film, and then you have your counter back here. So it's all manual, like completely manual, 100%. Depending on the frame guides you have inside the camera, and I'll show you when I open it up, but you either have 12 exposures or 16 exposures, like it says on the back here. It is like super simple. Yeah, I mean, you know, you have a multicolored flash up here. You have a yellow, you have red, you have white and blue, and then you have a charge button back here. Just flip that guy, and it has a very high pitch, goes whee, whee, and then that light just turns on. But you know, my batteries in here are probably dead and corroded, just like everything else in my life. So to take the back off, you put these two levers down, boom, and then you just take the back completely off. So inside here you have, it's like super basic, right? There's no like tabs like the 6-7 where you gotta pull them out and get them in. You just like literally like, you're like, oh, okay, boop, and it has like little, you know, cushy things here, just like my heart. And then you know, you put this guy over here, and then boop, and you can, you know, twist and turn and all that fun stuff there. Shutter, super crazy simple. This is the frame guide right here. So you can basically pop that guy off. You have two frame guides. You have this one where it's kind of like, you see more of a rectangle. This is the 645. And then you have the 6x6. So to change formats, it's as simple as, you know, popping that mofo in there, just like that. And then taking it out, and then popping the new guy in. Pop, lock, and drop it, you know? And then that's how you change formats. It's that simple. Let's put some bats in here. Where's my bats? Oh, hey, there's the batteries. As you can probably tell, I am very messy. Okay. Okay, ready? I don't know if you heard that or not. Let's put a 645 in here. So basically, yeah, you just put that guy in there like that, and then that is it. Yeah, you get some film and you just basically put it in there and wind it up, and you know what? Let's do this. Let's act. Let's act. My mom said I could be an actor when I was growing up. I was a very jovial child, and so she thought I was going to be an actress. And look at me now, Mom. Look at me. I'm talking to a camera for YouTube. Am I a disappointment? I hope not. So you got this, you put this on, and then boom. Since I put the 645 back in here, I want to make sure that I am at the 16 mark. You'll see when I advance here that there's numbers. If you have the 6x6, your numbers show here. That's it. That's all. You charge it, you wind it. Maybe you choose a different color. You gotta do the measurement. Okay, 3 feet away. Measurement, and that's it. And then you have fun. The cool thing about this camera, honestly, is the flash. The flash is so much fun because it's multicolored. It's all manual, so you can double expose things. You can triple expose things. You can quadruple expose things. You can. Is there something after what's triple? What's quadruple? I don't know. You can shoot a lot. Right? You can do some really cool things with it because it's just, you know, it lends itself for creativity. A little hip tip is to put like electrical tape on the sides of the camera so that your top doesn't, you know, pop open and expose to the world. If you get this Holga rendition, it also came with a 35mm back. So you can also use this with a 35 gauge, which is really, this is kind of really cool. This camera is like 3 cameras into one. You have a 6x6, 645, and a 35. Like really, why did I buy all these other cameras? I don't need them. This is all I need. With the 35 insert, it also comes with a 35 back because obviously you can't expose with, you know, there's this red guy right back here. It doesn't have a 35 doesn't have a paper back, so you need to make sure you don't fudge up your shots. With the 35 frame guide in the 120, there's a few gotchas you have to be careful of. This film guide has these 2 little marks right here that you can place your film right in the middle of to hold it in place when you're shooting. Then you have to roll it on a 120 spool. You'll have to completely take this out in the dark and put it back in the roll, which is, you know, it's fine. Go in the bathroom. You know, you can hang out in the bathroom more. I feel like there's a theme. Closets, bathrooms, I don't know. Another fun thing you can do is take the guide completely out, just leaving one of these medium format film guides, and then just shoot, sprockets and all. It's kind of cool. You see everything. Well, now you don't have your guide, so this thing can just go all willy-nilly. Just moving around here like a groupie at a Nickelback concert. You could, if you have a friend who 3D prints, like I do, he can print you these little capsule things. Let me see if I can find them. 1 second. Wow! Now if you have a dope-ass friend named Greg, like I do, then he can just print you up some spools. Now if you're not familiar with 3D printing, basically it's a bunch of nerds on the computer making fake things to print plastic into real things. There you go. That's it. Want a cactus? 3D print. Want a Squirtle? Print it. So you want to feel like a Jedi for the first time in your life and you don't want to put $200 down for a lightsaber? Print it. So all I did was go online and found schematics basically to get these things printed to fit in the Holga. Everything's open source, so you can just find it and print it. You know, don't have to pay anyone. So there are 3 pieces to print. You have the take-up spool, and you have 2 little nubs that go on either side of the 35mm cartridge. And I'm dropping everything. Shorter nub goes in the top. They just click in here. And you got this guy. Longer nub clicks in the bottom. And then from there, you just load the film into either side of the Holga here. And boom! Done! Dunzel Washington. Dunzamoto. So all you gotta do is find yourself a Greg. He can print you up some film spools and there you go. You got sprockets and all. It's sprocket time, baby. So I'll link these film spools down in the comments below so you can also find them for yourself to print. I literally took this camera everywhere when I first started out. Anytime I went out with friends, anytime I went out with a walk, this thing was always with me. So here are a few of those shots. Some of them have the sprocket holes like I was talking about before. This is pretty cool if you think about it. You could take it to a bar one night, spill a bunch of beer on it, and I don't know, maybe do something cool to your photos. You'll survive, that's for sure. I don't know. And maybe if you don't need one, pretty great gift. 30 bucks. Give it to your niece. I bet she wants to do film photography. I don't know. Well, join me next time where you can see if I leave my closet or not. You think she'll take me back?